Have you heard about the arbitration case about the South China Sea?
Yes, so much talk in the media.
The UN-backed tribunal has handed down a final ruling in favor of the Philippines against China.
But there's something misleading here. The tribunal was not backed by the UN.
We've seen the ruling. The Court of Arbitration operates under part of the International Committee of the Law of the Sea. This is not something that involves the Secretary General.
Nor does it have anything to do with the International Court of Justice, the UN's primary judicial branch.
Oh my, I got mixed up. Now I remember, it's the Permanent Court of Arbitration that issued the award.
That's not exactly the case, I'm afraid. The fact is, the Temporary Arbitration Tribunal doesn't have anything like an official email box to prove its existence. So it rented the office of the Permanent Court of Arbitration and used its secretariat services. That's roughly where their relationship ends. The tricky part is, the award was made by the Temporary Tribunal but issued through the Permanent Court Secretariat, making people wrongly believe the decision was made by the court.
I see. And how about the 5 arbitrators and the decision they've made? Anything subtle in there?
Oh yes, indeed. The Philippines appointed 1 arbitrator, and the other 4 were all handpicked by the head of the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea. The point is, the then president of the tribunal is from an Asian country that stands with the Philippines as an ally.
Japan.
Yes, that's where Shinji Yanai is from. He is a career diplomat and a big hawk advisor to Prime Minister Shinzo Abe.
No wonder the award was made in favor of Manila.
And the tribunal involved payment. For your information, a United Nations court will be responsible for the payment to judges for the sake of fairness and justice. But a temporary arbitration tribunal can easily be launched if anyone wants to pay the fees. In this case, the Philippines covered the entire expenses of the tribunal.
How much is the cost?
Each arbitrator demands as much as $660 an hour, or $5,330 an 8-hour workday. Besides, he receives reimbursement for all the expenses related to the arbitration, such as travel, hotel accommodation and phone calls. Local newspapers said Manila has spent $30 million for the tribunal.
It means China played no role in the case.
You're right. Beijing has refused to participate in the case throughout. It insists that the tribunal had no jurisdiction over the issue. Let's hear what the experts say.
Not about territorial sovereignty. So I think in some ways the former president of the Philippines was mistaken in taking this matter to The Hague.
The tribunal should not have accepted jurisdiction. Listen, this is a political question which doesn't belong in the tribunal, but should be decided through diplomacy and political discussions.
So, if you were a Chinese leader, do you have any reason to accept the decision by an arbitration tribunal that has arbitrators appointed by one party or its ally, has arbitrators and everything paid by one party, has no jurisdiction at all?